Hi, I'm Susan Lane. I'm the manager of corporate reputation and community outreach for the Hoffman Auto Group. And on October 15th, I'm going to be doing something a little crazy. I've agreed to go over the edge of State House Square, which is about 14 stories up in Hartford, Connecticut, as part of the initiative for Komen Connecticut's Rappel for the Cure. That happens to be Media Day, and because Hoffman is a sponsor of the landing zone, we will be there on the 15th. But on October 16th, everybody has an opportunity to participate. This is something that I feel very passionate about because as a 12-year survivor of breast cancer, I want to do whatever I can to try and help raise awareness and support the women who do continue to face the challenge of breast cancer. It's also special for me to go over the edge, not just because I'm crazy, but because nearly 13 years ago when I got the cancer diagnosis, my doctor called me on the phone and it was the last thing in the world I ever expected to hear. Well, during that time I had a friend who was a climbing guide and I wanted to do something to get away briefly, to just not think about what I was going to be facing. Now I knew I had to face it. It was something that was going to require a lot of my attention and some pretty heavy decision making down the road. So just for a short period of time, I wanted to not think about this and not feel the fear, but do something productive with my time. So I chose to travel 7 hours up to Maine and go climbing. And my friend took me about 320 feet or so up the side of Otter Cliffs in Maine. And that was quite the experience, to use all of my strength to climb that high. And then once I got up there, I'll tell you, I was not thinking about my cancer diagnosis anymore. I was simply thinking about how high up I was and looking out at the ocean and realizing I had to go back down. So I did. I rappelled, and it was challenging and scary at times, but I knew it was something that I had to face because I climbed up that far. Well, that was a wonderful experience for me, not just because I needed a diversion and not to think about what I was facing, but it provided me an opportunity to show how truly strong I am and that I could persevere through something that was difficult and scary and challenging. And although on a much smaller scale than cancer, it did give me that opportunity to show myself that I could do this. I could be strong, even though it was hard, and I could face my fears, even though I didn't really want to look out over the ocean and see how far down I really had to go. It provided me great opportunities to prove to myself that I could do it. And so now, nearly 13 years later, I have the opportunity to face that again, but this time it's from a different vantage point. I'm a 12-year survivor, and there are many women out there who are just entering into all of these decision-making processes of what are you going to have to do? Are you going to require surgery or chemotherapy, radiation? There's so many different avenues that many women will face. I had to face those too, and it is scary, but I want to tell you, if you are one of those women today who you're facing a cancer diagnosis and it's scary and you have a lot of questions out there that are you just don't know where to turn, please know that the help is there. Komen Connecticut does a fantastic job of providing education and information that can help you through the process. We have a great network of survivors who have traveled the road and know what it's like, and we can be a tremendous support to you during this time. So why am I going over the edge? Well, it's to help raise funds for Komen Connecticut. It's to raise awareness, to show that we can be strong and do something that's kind of scary and face it. And I will be doing this, like I said, on the 15th. I will also do it again on October 16th when it is open to the public for those who sign up. I encourage you to check it out at KomenCT.org. Learn more about the organization, learn more about this Rappel for the Cure adventure, and sign up today. If you're not one of those crazy adventure, thrill-seeking people like myself, you don't have to. You can certainly come and cheer us on. Go to the landing zone and stand by one of our beautiful Hoffman Lexus or Hoffman Lincoln vehicles that will be there to welcome each rappeller as they come down to the landing zone. Cheer us on, but more importantly, support the women in your network who are facing this, because it is scary. Perhaps it's your mom or your sister, your wife, your friend, your neighbor, your coworker. Chances are you know somebody who is facing or has faced or potentially will face this scary disease. But I want to assure you that the help is there, the support of people like myself is there, and we care very much, and we want to be a testimony that you can persevere through this. You can be strong. You're stronger than you realize, because I know some women now who are facing some challenges, and although it's hard, they are strong women and they are facing it and they are fighting it. And I wish them so much love and power. Please join with us, join with Hoffman and the many other wonderful companies who are supporting Komen Connecticut this year for Rappel for the Cure. We'll see you at State House Square on October 16th from 9 to 5. Be there.